Hi everyone. So this is the Chevy S10 Turtle race truck. So a few people had some questions about the truck, so I'm just going to do a video walkthrough. So anyway, let me first get over here, take a look inside. So, obviously it's a completely stripped down track only vehicle. You're not going to be getting this on the roads anytime soon. Roll cage is high quality. Should pass Champ Car and Lemons Tech no problem. And it has in the past for both series. Most recently Lemons, but before that it did do Champ in 2021 as well. So here's the control cluster, all the different switches and stuff. Fuse box over there. If we go over to the gauge cluster, we got a nice shift light and RPM gauge there. We have the gauges in front, so these are the oil, water, and voltage. The stock gauges in the back, those are still there, but they're not actually used for anything. They just haven't been removed. There is, as you can see on the steering wheel stock there's a button for the radio. So the radio box is over here on the left side of the steering wheel. And actually dangling down on the side there, you can see the cables for the harness that plugs into the radio. Let me go around. Actually, let me back out here. So as you can see, we also have a cool suit chest. That is it's a homemade one, but it works quite well. Lasts for a good 2-hour shift, does okay. Should work with any sort of cool suit setup. Here you can see the fire extinguisher. Let me zoom in on that so you can see the details. So it's a spa technique AFFF system. Haven't had to use it, fortunately. This is actually a box that we used for the GoPro, and actually you can see above there's a GoPro mount. I will be taking the GoPro mount out though, so that doesn't come with it. Anyway, let's see what else. Let me go around to the other side. Give you a picture from inside here. So stock side mirrors, nice stock rear view mirror. Visibility in this truck is actually quite well. So even without like a panoramic mirror, visibility is not that bad for driving. I should mention the wheel is tilted up, by the way, so it's not like you're driving a bus. The seat, as you can see, it's a containment Kirky seat, and it's got nice support here in the back supporting the seat. You can also see actually the rest of the radio harness. So there's connectors actually on both sides. So even if your driver has connections on the left or right of their helmet, it will work. And then of course it goes up to the top, and there's an antenna up there as well. The belts. So we got 6-point Schroth belts that are in very nice condition. And that's because they're pretty much new. Let me actually look at the tag here for the expiration. So you can see 2026. So they're FIA belts, so they were good for 5 years from when we purchased them, which I guess that would have been last year we purchased them. And it's a 6-point, the pull-up style pulls here. 6-point, and it's got the quick release, so it helps you do very quick driver changes. The window net. It's a little bit hard to juggle with the camera here. Oh, all right. So, window net is good quality one. June 2023. It's a SFI one, so I guess that's good for 2 years. So again, that's pretty much a brand new net. We bought that last year. Here is the Champ Car Tech for 2021. So you can see we did pass Tech for Champ Car at the Glen. And then up here, you can see that we have a Lemons tech sticker as well. I think that was from, I guess Thompson, I think was the last Lemons race we ran. And of course, since it is a champ car, it's got all the proper decaling and stuff like that, so you don't have to worry about any of that sort of stuff as well. Let's see, tires. So I believe, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there is plenty of tire left on the fronts here. So we do Falcon Azenas, and these are 225, what is that? 225, 50, 16. And in the back, I think we're the same thing back here as well. Yep, so they're 225s, 50, 16, Falcon Azenas, the 615K plus. So for sweet aerodynamics, you can see we've got our little homemade tonneau cover here that's pinned in. So underneath there, in the bed, you can see we've got some spare tires. I think we might have a full set. I kind of forget actually, but those will come with the truck, any spares that we have. Actually on the rear tires, if you want to look, I don't know if it shows up on the camera here, but there's still a good amount of tread on there. Certainly good for a race weekend, potentially even more than a race weekend. Let's see what else. Let me pop up underneath the lid here. All right, so here's underneath the hood. So as was mentioned before, we did convert it from fuel injection to carbureted. So actually a lot of the electrical wire harness and stuff like that you see here is not used. So the setup is extremely simple, which that was done just for reliability for the endurance race. You'll know what I mean if you ever spent hours tracing electrical gremlins. Anyway, I'll just move the camera around the engine bay a bit so you can see everything. Oh, and you'll see actually that there's new plug wires, and actually there's new plugs in this as well. We replaced those this last season because, well, one of the plug wires wore through just because it was on some hot metal. And while we were replacing those, we also decided to replace all the plugs as well because it had been a while. Let's see. I think that's kind of it.